When it rains, it pours. By the way, has Scene come back? It's been a while since I sent her out. I believe she has completed her task.
Sing! I'm back!
Calm down, Scene. How many times have I told you not to yell in public? Show some restraint, especially on important occasions.
Ugh, you start nagging as soon as I walk in the door. Fine, I get it. Aren't you curious about what I found?
Looks like you're pleased with your discoveries.
Of course. I'm the first one back from the investigation. So now you can see who's got the skills and who's slacking off, right?
All right. Go ahead and spill the beans.
So I bumped into this old farmer who told me that when crops and animals get sick on a large scale, the first thing to suspect is the water source. So I'm thinking the issue's with the water. Oh yeah, the water source. The closer the animals to it, the worse their mutations get. Here are samples of the plants and insects I collected from the river. Look, they're practically bronze now. And let's not forget those livestock. They're obsessed with drinking water, like they're totally addicted.
The first thing to suspect is the water source. A reasonable guess, don't you think?
I've collected soil samples, and I discovered a linear correlation between soil water saturation and the degree of plant mutation.
I've collected groundwater samples, and they contain an unidentified impurity. The concentration of this impurity is negatively correlated with the distance from the river at the sampling sites.
And I've sampled the mutant plant and animal cells. Through isotopic tracing, I found a nonlinear positive correlation between the impurity in the water and the degree of cellular mutation.
Hey, can you talk like a person? Say something I can understand.
Thank you, everyone. So, the problem does lie in the water source, which confirms our initial suspicions. After all, the most direct connection between Xingyu City and Songlin City is the Grandeur River. In other words, the anomaly affecting Xingyu City has spread to Songlin City downstream through the water of the Grandeur River.
Fancy words aside, they reached the same conclusion as me.
This is how it goes, Xing. Even if it seems obvious, we can't jump to conclusions without solid evidence. Learn from it, all right? You don't understand a word because you haven't learned statistics or chemistry. I'll find time to give you a crash course.
Oh no, more studying? I'd rather stick to running errands for you.
Don't sweat it. We'll consider that once we resolve everything. We don't have time for that with the dire situation right now. First and foremost, we must ensure that the people of Songlin City stop drinking water from the Grandeur River. This matter directly affects people's daily lives and requires the intervention of the Songlin municipal government. I'll handle this part. As for the unidentified impurity in the water, it's deeply concerning. Since we're unable to identify it... Oh, by the way, has our friend from Delphi left already?
You mean Logos, right? Not yet. She's interested in our ancient books and has been spending the past few days reading in the storage room.
All right. Prepare 3 water samples and request her immediate return to Delphi. The Medical Academy in Delphi should be able to figure out the composition of the impurity.
Yes, I'll let her know right away.
Given the current situation, we're supposed to contact Imeon, the head of CAVE, as they're obligated to be informed about the situation here. But unfortunately, our communication channel has been silent for 3 days. I'm afraid we can't rely on the Library of Babel this time.
Hold up a sec, Ching. There's something else.
What's wrong?
Before Master Yuan Xuan left, he gave us another order. No matter what problems happen here in Xi'an, we don't need to report to Emeon.
Huh? Why is that?
I have no clue. Master Yuan Xuan didn't give us an explanation.
Maybe Master Yuan Sun has his own reasons. Well, since it's his order, we'll not inform Emaon of the situation here. Besides, we can't get in touch with them even if we wanted to. I'm heading to the government to handle the isolation of the water source.
Is everything on your end finished, Master?
Yes. Did anything unusual happen during the meeting?
No. All communications were transmitted through our encrypted channel. I've been keeping an eye on the signal transmissions, and there's been no indication of any monitoring or bugs. You seem a bit tired. Do you need a break?
Don't worry. It's just old age catching up with me. But truth be told, I've been feeling tired more often lately. Maybe I don't have much time left. That's why I can't afford to rest at such a crucial moment. Go to the Bureau of Knowledge and Enlightenment and delete the records of the bandwidth usage during the meeting. I doubt the government staff will pay attention to the details, but I can't say the same for Weisha. I don't want to attract any unnecessary attention from Yuan Xuan. Once you're done, come back.
Consider it done. But, Master, there's one thing I don't understand.
Shoot.
Why would you collaborate with someone as dishonorable as Nemesis?
Why do you call them dishonorable? Have you finally figured it out? Are you ready to take Weisha's side?
I have no intention of doing that, Master. Your enemies are my enemies, and I'll take down anyone who dares to stand against you.
What a shame. Honestly, Weisha is quite a decent organization, and it wouldn't be a bad choice if you wanted to work for them. It might even be more promising than running errands for me. My offer still stands. If you no longer wish to work for me, you're free to leave anytime.
How could I ever abandon you, Master? Though my abilities might be insignificant, I'll repay your kindness with unwavering loyalty. I just don't understand why someone of your status, abilities, knowledge, and experience would choose to cooperate with the unworthy Nemesis.
Your view of the world doesn't have to be influenced by me. Likewise, my view of the world doesn't have to be understood by you. The beacons have fallen silent in recent decades, and the last thing I want to do requires the power of a beacon. Retributor promised to inform me of the window when the beacons will be reactivated, but only if I joined Nemesis. If I miss this opportunity, I doubt I'll get another chance before my time is up. To me, it's a fair deal. Both sides have shared interests for now, and that's all that matters.
Nemesis has too many selfish, arrogant, and shameless members. Most of them, in my opinion, are nothing but greedy scum. I fear they may break their promise.
You don't need to worry about that. Retributor kept his word. The beacon in Senior City is already active, and the Grandeur River will bring its blessings to all corners. Everything is going according to plan. During the meeting just now, I made it clear to the Nemesis members that no one should interfere with the events unfolding in Qian. This is a game between me and Yuan Xuan. I don't want any external factors to disrupt it. The final battle is always more thrilling when it unfolds without interference. Your task is to eliminate any unwelcome surprise factors. A true gentleman observes the game without uttering a word, and anyone who tries to disrupt this game must be silenced forever.
As you wish.
Are you doing this again? You're amazingly persistent in some weird ways. Haven't I told you already? Her vitals are being monitored and will know immediately if she wakes up. There's no point in guarding her bedside. Oh, you're awake. Don't try talking. Take a sip of water first. No need to explain or ask questions. Just listen to me for now. But before that, how should I address you? The Prophecy Seer? One of the 2 survivors in the Tower of Babel? Or the last director of Emaon? Don't worry, she's safe for now. But Zero took a bold step to protect you, one that almost cost her life. You can thank her when she wakes up. Anyway, since you don't seem to like any of those titles, I'll just call your name. A name feels more personal than a title, don't you think? You can call me Gentun, the same Gentun from the poem. Atop Gentun Pavilion, I pen poems with delight. On Parrot Island, I immerse in wine's respite. Let me catch you up on what has happened so far. So, that's what went down in the Library of Babel. The god of the sun, the prophecy, Oedipus's tragedy, and Nemesis. So, when I received Viola's message, I had a feeling that something big was about to happen. And when it actually did, I couldn't help but feel a mix of emotions. Oh, right, Viola. Nana told her to leave early, and that's how I found out about you. Unfortunately, I only received a message from her, saying that Emaon would have a new director. So I came back here in a hurry, and you know what happened next. I found you and Zero among the ruins. Unfortunately, like I said, I only found you and Zero among the ruins. I don't think I need to repeat myself a third time. Emotionally, I don't have a deep connection with them, so I won't shed tears over their departure. And logically, I wouldn't advise you to get too sentimental either. Who knows? Maybe they're not dead at all. I mean, literally. The Library of Babel hasn't been destroyed, and it can't be destroyed. If a tiny explosion could simply wipe out such an anomaly, why would we have spent thousands of years overseeing it? In Qian, we have a parable about blind people trying to figure out what an elephant looks like. Each blind person touches a different part of the elephant, and when they put it all together, they realize that an elephant is something round and thick, thin and long, and flat and wide. They call it an elephant, even though none of them can grasp the whole picture. Similarly, the library only shows you a glimpse of its endless contents. Imagine the beacon as a power source, and the Tower of Babel as a computer. When the beacon is activated, it's like booting up a computer named the Tower of Babel, connected to a server called the Library of Babel. The god of the sun only destroyed the space where the beacon was located, a joint created by the beacon between reality and the library. Well, would the collapse of a star even matter to the whole universe? While the connection is severed, the Library of Babel endures. While the impact might seem mind-blowing, in the infinite rooms within the library, it's like a tiny speck floating in an endless ocean. It won't even cause a ripple. And those who were stuck within the library might have no clue about what happened at all. So basically, the impact closed its gate to reality temporarily. As long as the beacon is still there, the library will reappear when the beacon is reactivated. Well, forget it. Since Zero chose you, there's no need for any tests or whatever. This is the beacon of the library. The black monolith you saw is actually an extension of this seal, something like the imprint it leaves behind. Imagine this. When you press a seal on a clay tablet, it leaves different patterns on different parts of the tablet. If you just look at the tablet, you'd think one pattern is on one end and another pattern is on the other end. But on the roller, they're right next to each other. Just like how everything in the universe is cleverly connected in some way. This is the true beacon that connects everything within the Library of Babel. I found it next to you when I rescued you from Nemesis. Looks like they were after it too. And now, I'm giving it back to you. So, as the last director of Emaon, what's your next move? I see. You just woke up, and I shouldn't rush you to give an answer. Well, take your time and consider this matter before Zero wakes up. After all, she's the one who wants your answer the most. Fine. Do whatever you want.
Fear not. The library will always protect you. Go back to where you should be right now.
You.
Oh, finally awake? Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about you. You're the caretaker, but you ended up hogging the patient's bed and slept well. Did you have a nice dream? Now that Zero is awake, I suppose I can go now. I've talked to her about everything and sorted out your next steps. Anyway, you need a place to stay now. I've entered your destination into the navigation system, so just follow the map. I have some business to attend to, so I'll come back for you when I'm done. To Qingyu City. Oh, yeah. Since you never asked me about it, I didn't say anything. We left Obed long ago, and now we're traveling in a new continent. Welcome to Chan.